Heartwarming revelation, my grandmother's incredible journey after my daughter's shocking no. The quaint town of Maplewood buzzed with excitement. Days before the 4th of July parade, families were busy preparing for the festivities. But in one little home, the air felt heavy. Alex, a hard-working single mother, stared at her daughter Lily, who had just dropped a bombshell. "No, I don't want to go to Nana's birthday party. I thought she was sick and sad." Those words sliced through Alex like a knife, leaving her breathless. At just 30, Alex carried the weight of the world on her shoulders. Between juggling her demanding shifts at the local diner and raising her headstrong daughter, every day was a delicate balancing act. She had sacrificed so much to make sure Lily felt loved and connected to their family. And Nana, a spirited 92-year-old World War II veteran, was a beloved anchor in their lives. But now, Lily's refusal felt like a betrayal. Alex tried to explain. "Sweetheart, Nana's not sick. She's lived a long, full life. Her birthday is our chance to celebrate that. Family matters. It matters to me." Frustration bubbled beneath her calm facade. Lily shrugged, blue eyes wide, her young mind wrestling with complexities she couldn't yet grasp. "I just don't want to see her sad," Lily murmured, a frown deep creasing her small forehead. Tension hung between them like a taut string, ready to snap. As the 4th of July approached, the air thickened with unspoken fears about aging, misunderstandings, and family bonds that felt frayed. Friends from their tight-knit community organized a fundraiser in the local park, a day filled with barbecues, games, and laughter meant to celebrate the town's vibrant spirit. Alex hoped it would help bridge the gap. But as the sun rose on that Saturday morning, shadows loomed. Even under the bright blue sky, Alex's heart felt heavy. Memories of her childhood flickered through her mind: Nana's warm laughter, the stories of bravery, and the lessons woven in love. She wanted that for Lily too. At the park, the smell of grilled burgers and fresh lemonade filled the air. But Lily wandered off, distracted, leaving Alex feeling more alone than ever. Nana began to share stories from her past, her voice strong and resilient despite the years. "You see, little ones, life hasn't always been easy, but love makes it worthwhile." A hush fell over the crowd, rapt attention clinging to her every word. It was then that Lily paused, hesitating at the edge of the crowd. The way Nana spoke, passionate and proud, began to pull her in. Was this the grandmother she thought she knew? "Before we continue, I need to let you know about something important that's happening. YouTube has been making changes to the system and many people are losing notifications from channels they follow. If you're enjoying the content, hit that bell and mark all notifications so you don't miss the next videos. And if you can drop a like, it really helps me with reach. Seriously, it makes a difference. Oh, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'm always curious to know who's on the other side of the screen." Now let's continue. As Nana's stories unfolded, Lily's heart began to soften, the tension easing into curiosity. But just then, in a moment that could change everything, Alex caught her daughter's eye from the crowd. Would Lily embrace the warmth of an incredible legacy, or would her fears pull her back into silence? The day hung in a delicate balance, emotions taut as a bowstring, ready for the next chapter of their story, one that could define their family's bond forever. As Nana finished her story, the crowd erupted in applause, and Alex felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. Perhaps this was the moment Lily needed. But instead of running towards the warmth of family, Lily remained frozen, her gaze fixed on Nana. The little girl was caught between the excitement around her and the uncertainty that had clouded her heart for days. "Can I tell a story too?" Lily's voice broke through the afterglow of applause, timid yet filled with a spark of courage. Alex's breath caught in her throat. Was she really about to step into this family space? Nana, with a warm smile, beckoned her closer. "Of course, sweetheart. Come here." The encouragement pulled Lily from her daze, and with hesitant steps, she moved towards her grandmother, her small figure swallowed by the crowd's supportive gaze. "My story is," for a moment, her voice trembled. Alex could see her daughter grappling with fear and excitement. It's about a brave girl named Lily who was afraid her Nana was sad, but she found out that love keeps us strong. Chills danced along Alex's arms. She hadn't expected her daughter's story to be so poignant. As Lily continued, her confidence grew, weaving tales of how her Nana had conquered fears and lived boldly, even as a young girl. It was as if Nana's own spirit lit a fire in Lily's heart. The crowd listened, the once jubilant energy shifting to reverence. She fought for our country, Lily said, glancing at her grandmother and basking in the pride that shone in Nana's tear-filled eyes. And even when times were tough, she never gave up, and she always made the best cookies. The laughter that erupted from the audience spurred Lily on. Nana taught me that we love each other no matter what, even when it's hard. She's the strongest woman I know. Alex felt her heart swell, pride mixing with relief. She watched as laughter turned into cheers, echoing off the park's trees. The distance between Lily and Nana shrank with every word. Alex knew that the fear Lily had held onto for so long began to dissolve like a sugar cube in hot tea. Finally, as Lily wrapped up, she stood beside Nana, their hands intertwined, a fierce bond that echoed generations. The realization that they weren't just a line of age but a tapestry of love and resilience was so potent it almost brought Alex to tears. But as the cheers faded into the soft rustle of leaves, Alex saw something else in her daughter's eyes. A flicker of understanding, perhaps even questions yet unasked about the weight of stories they carry. As the sun began its descent, painting the sky with hues of orange and purple, Alex caught Lily glancing toward the horizon, her little brows furrowing once again. "Mom?" She started, her voice quieter now, a shadow lingering behind the joy. "What if I never get to be as strong as Nana?" The question hung in the air, palpable and heavy. In that moment, Alex could feel the onus of guidance pressing down on her, how to nurture that spark of courage while confronting the weight of worries they both felt. She reached out, wrapping her arm around Lily, squeezing gently. "What if," Alex whispered, trying to infuse that moment with warmth and hope, "what if you learn from her? What if every story makes you stronger?" But just as the sun dipped below the horizon, a sudden thought crossed Alex's mind. There were stories that Nana had yet to share, stories that could begin to answer Lily's fears. A hidden part of family history that could change everything. What secrets lay beneath the surface of their family legacy? And how could those revelations empower Lily in ways even Alex couldn't imagine? The sky deepened into dusky twilight, the last remnants of sunlight clinging to the edges of the park. Children's laughter and the distant sound of music mingled in the air, but for Alex and Lily, the world narrowed to just the two of them. Alex knelt before her daughter, brushing a stray lock of hair behind Lily's ear. "You know, Nana has lived a really full life. There are parts of her story that I've never shared. Stories of courage, heartbreak, and resilience that shaped who she is today. It might help both of us understand her better and the strength we come from." Lily looked up, her emerald eyes sparkling with curiosity. "Like what? What did she do that was so brave?" The question pulled Alex back, reminding her of the times she'd overheard Nana recounting her war days to family. The laughter mingled with tears as she swiped at memories that still held weight. "Nana was just a girl when the war started. Can you believe that?" "I can't imagine." Lily gasped, her voice barely above a whisper. "Me neither. She was scared, just like you. But she made choices, hard choices. And she didn't do them alone." Alex paused, deliberating. There were people who believed in her, who stood beside her through the storms. That's what family is about. Did she win? Did she save people? Lily asked, her face lighting up with excitement. Not everything was a victory, Alex confessed, her own heart heavy. But those stories of struggle taught her something important, that scars can be symbols of strength, not just pain. Every challenge shaped her, letting her use her voice more freely after. Lily's brow furrowed. "But what if I can't be like her?" Alex gently squeezed Lily's shoulders. "Sweetheart, you don't need to be like anyone else but yourself. You'll find your own stories. You're already on that path. Just look at how you spoke today." And remember, Nana isn't just strong because of the battles she faced. It's also about the moments of vulnerability, the times she needed help. It's all part of who she is. Lily nodded slowly, the wheels turning in her mind. You think she'll tell me those stories? I think she's ready to, Alex said, a smile breaking through her worry. If you ask her, really ask, I bet she'd love to share. Her journey is yours too, sweet girl. There's power in knowing where you came from. Just then, the park erupted into laughter again, the sounds of families celebrating around them. As if stirred by a spell, Lily sprang to her feet, her expression transformed. Let us go find her. I want to hear all her stories. As they turned, sprinting toward the gathering, Alex felt a swell of hope, bravery stemming from fear, connections forming through echoes of the past. She watched her daughter's excitement bubble over, and for an instant, the heavy shadows lifted, but as they approached the circle of familiar faces, Alex's heart fluttered in her chest. She hadn't fully prepared for the stories that might emerge. What if they revealed things best left unseen? Even as laughter surrounded them, a sense of unease settled what would happen when they finally unraveled the deepest layers of their family history. Mom? Lily called back, pausing. Do you think Nana will cry when she tells me? What if she is sad about them? The question made Alex's breath hitch. The sweetness of discovery mingled with the risks of emotion. Would the uncovering of their past strengthen them or reveal cracks they weren't ready to face? Realizing they stood on the brink of something monumental, Alex whispered softly, maybe we should let her decide how to share her journey. Together, we can carry all those truths. And together, we'll be stronger than we could imagine. As they continued forward, the weight of anticipation loomed between them. The revelations of Nana's past hung in the air like an unanswered question, and Alex couldn't shake the thought, would this journey unite them more deeply, or would it expose fractures they struggled to repair? As they entered the circle, the warm glow of string lights strung above danced in the twilight, illuminating familiar faces. Friends and family were absorbed in conversation, reveling in the joy of their gathering. The air was thick with grilled meats and chatter, but all Alex could hear was the rapid beat of her heart. Lily's hand tugged at her, excitement spilling out of her. Mom, where's Nana? She scanned the crowd with fervor, her earlier uncertainties seemingly forgotten in the thrill of the moment. There she is. Alex pointed, relief washing over her as she spotted her mother sitting under an old oak tree, a faint smile gracing her lips as she listened to Uncle Bill's animated storytelling. The silver hair glinted subtly in the soft light, and though her skin was lined with age, the warmth of her presence radiated comfort. Let us go. Lily exclaimed, dashing across the grass. Alex followed closely, her stomach twisted with a mixture of anxiety and hope. As they approached, Uncle Bill's laughter punctuated the air, and for a moment, Alex felt her apprehensions drop away. Nana looked up, eyes sparkling as she recognized her granddaughter racing toward her. Lily, my dear. Nana's arms opened, and Lily dove into her embrace. The scene felt dreamy, filled with love and a hint of something deeper baking beneath the surface. What have you been up to, sweetheart? Nana asked, ruffling Lily's hair playfully. I want to hear your stories. Mom said you were brave and faced hard choices. Please tell me about them. Lily squealed, pulling back just enough to look Nana directly in the eyes. Alex's breath held, the impending moments swirling with uncertainty. Would Nana share her difficult truths? In that instant, a veil slipped from Nana's visage, revealing something vulnerable and precious. Ah, stories, Nana began, her voice softer. There are many, my darling. Some filled with light, and others steeped in darkness. Lily tilted her head, her small brow furrowed with concern. But does it make you sad? Nana took a deep breath, her gaze drifting toward the horizon. Sometimes, yes. But those stories are threads woven into the fabric of who I am. Without them, I wouldn't be here now, sharing this moment with you. Alex felt her throat tighten. Humanity lay stitched into the fragments of those tales, struggles endured and joys celebrated. What if they peeled back the layers and found deep-seated wounds? But what if they hurt? Lily's voice sliced through her thoughts. Nana's gaze returned to her, fierce yet tender. Every scar tells a tale, sweet girl. Some are reminders of battles fought. Others are badges of honor, a testament to love and survival. And sharing them can be healing. The warmth of the crowd faded into a backdrop as Alex's heart raced anew. Was this the moment when all truths would unfold? Suddenly, Nana took Lily's hand, her eyes glistening under the lights. What do you think, Lily? Are you ready to hear about the moment I found my voice? Lily nodded eagerly, the thrill cracking through her uncertainty. Alex felt tears prick at the corners of her eyes. The journey of tumultuous emotions was beginning, and with it, the bittersweet taste of vulnerability. But Alex lingered on a question that danced just beneath the surface: could they emerge whole from the unraveling of past pain, or would the weight of truth bury them in shadows they were not prepared to face? As Nana began weaving her tale, the world around them faded until only their shared breath, and fragile threads of connection filled the space. Each story they unearthed could change everything, and the realization sent pulses of both dread and wonder through Alex's heart. With each word, a new layer would be exposed. What new truths would come to light? As that thought settled deep, Alex braced herself for what might be revealed, hoping desperately that whatever came next would weave them closer together, rather than tear them apart. The golden light from the string bulbs flickered gently as Nana settled in, a soft exhalation escaping her lips. Once, I was a young woman, much like you, Lily, she began, her voice carrying an air of nostalgia. I faced choices that weren't just mine to make. Both Lily and Alex leaned forward, hanging on every word. The clinking of glasses and laughter around them faded into a comforting hum as Nana's voice brought them into another time. I remember it vividly, Nana continued. I was just out of school and dreaming of big adventures. Yet, I found myself at a crossroads. She paused, letting the weight of her words sink in. Alex noticed the shift in Nana's face. It was as if she reached into a chest of memories, carefully choosing what to share. There was a man I loved dearly, Tom. He was everything I dreamed of. But I was faced with a choice that could change everything. My family wanted me to stay close, to support them. They needed me. Her eyes grew distant, and for a moment, the warmth of the party warped into a chill. Lily's brow furrowed again, subtle yet concerned. Did you choose to stay? She murmured, her innocence wrapped in curiosity. It wasn't that simple. Nana's voice tremored, catching a breath filled with an old ache. I wanted to follow my heart with Tom. But loyalty runs deep in our family, and it took a toll on me. I chose the path of love and of heartbreak. Alex's heart twisted in understanding. The thread she had woven into her own life felt undeniably intertwined with her mother's past. Would she, too, have to face similar battles? Nana continued, her gaze steady on her granddaughter. I went with Tom, and we did have our adventures, but our love was tested. Life isn't as simple as fairy tales, it's filled with shadows and scars. At some point, I realized that those shadows could easily swallow you whole if you let them. A knot formed in Alex's throat. Had she, too, been running from shadows? The thought lingered like the smoke from the barbecue wafting through the party, teasing the edges of her consciousness. What happened next? Lily asked, wide-eyed. Nana's lips curled into a gentle smile, albeit tinged with mountain peaks of sorrow. Life has a way of teaching you some lessons are sweet, while others bite. I lost Tom, ultimately. But, sweet girl, I found myself in ways I never expected. I learned to speak my truth, to let my scars guide me instead of bind me. Lily beamed at Nana. You became you. A collective hush settled around them. The other guests momentarily captivated, caught by the delicate thread of Nana's story. They exchanged glances that spoke clues of understanding and grief. Yes, exactly. Each decision brought me closer to realizing who I wanted to be instead of who I was expected to be. Alex's pulse quickened, a flutter of authentically aching clarity stirring inside her. This was no ordinary story. It was a powerful reminder of resilience and the ever-complicated nature of love and duty. As Nana's tale continued to unfold, the ground beneath them felt both solid and shaky. A truth brewing, one that could seep into their lives, challenge their perceptions, and sometimes heal wounds they didn't even know they had. And just then, just as the weight of revelation hung heavy in the air, Nana glanced at Alex. Her gaze was piercing. "There are still harder truths to come, and we all bear scars, dear one. Are you ready to face them?" Alex inhaled sharply, the urge to retreat swelling within her. But this was at the moment they had stepped into. Was she willing to listen, to truly hear the stories that would shape not just her, but Lily's future? Trembling, she nodded. But with that acceptance came the apprehension of all that lay ahead. What would be revealed when the last truths burst through the surface? Would scars turn to stories of strength, or would hidden woes threaten to tear them further apart? The evening continued to hum with life, but a new tension, a deeper connection held them tightly in its grip. All hope and fear entwined, Alex braced herself for the unveiling moment of shared paths and hidden wounds. What else was waiting in the shadows, just beyond the glow of the lights? The moment felt electric. Nana took a deep breath, as if gathering not only her thoughts but the very essence of her past. The laughter and chatter around them turned into a low murmur, something intimate about the silence that followed. "Once, I thought those shadows would only haunt me," she said softly, her voice trembling with emotion. "But as I faced my demons, I learned something important. You can't keep running away from your pain, you have to confront it, feel it fully, and allow it to push you toward the light." Lily looked up at Nana, unsure of where this journey would lead. But Alex could see the flickering sparks of curiosity and concern in her daughter's eyes, a glimpse of understanding forming as she absorbed every word. "After losing Tom, I found myself standing at a new crossroads again," Nana continued, her gaze turning inward as she walked through the vivid memories. "I was terrified, but I also felt emboldened. I rediscovered my passions: art, travel, helping others." Alex was captivated by the image of her grandmother, a young woman standing alone but resilient amid a maze of choices. "What did you do?" she asked, voice barely above a whisper. Nana smiled, a proud, shimmering light dancing in her eyes. "I took a leap. I moved far away, away from the family expectations. It was thrilling and terrifying all at once. I began painting again. That was an escape for me. I painted my dreams, my fears, everything that made me who I am." Alex felt a tightening in her chest, the inspiration driving her equally towards pride and sadness. "Did you ever regret it?" she inquired, needing to know. "It was hard." Nana's voice crescendoed. "I struggled, yes, but it was worth it. I was carving out my own identity, and soon I met people who understood and loved me for who I truly was. Not everyone supported my decision, including some family members. But I found a community that welcomed me." "Did they fill that void?" Lily's innocent question hung in the air, poignant and heavy. Nana's expression shifted, a mixture of wisdom and sorrow washing over her. "In some ways, yes. But those connections showed me that loss and longing can coexist with love and joy. I missed Tom deeply, but I redefined love like the brush strokes on a canvas, blending into something new yet beautiful." The words resonated deeply, echoing in Alex's heart. Could she redefine the expectations, the weight of her own choices? There were shadows along the way, though, Nana continued, her eyes reflecting years of experience. "I faced disappointment, loneliness, even self-doubt. It wasn't easy. But those very battles helped me understand my strength. I wasn't running anymore. I was fighting." Alex felt her own heart race. The foundations of her understanding shifted. A pain she had buried surged, demanding recognition. "What if I can't face them?" she whispered, fear lurking behind her words. Nana reached over, holding Alex's hand tightly in her own. "You already have, my dear. The first step is recognizing the shadows and choosing to bask in the light, however dim it may feel." A hush fell over them, the world outside continuing with its vibrant hum while they remained cocooned in a profound moment of realization. What if the shadows get too big? Lily blinked, innocence brushing against raw truth, grounding the conversation. Nana's eyes sparkled with determination. Then we face them together. No one needs to do this alone. You have me, and I need you both. This family has faced darkness before, and we've survived. That's the magic of connection. In that cozy corner of the party, amid twinkling lights and laughter, a new strength ignited within Alex, illuminating the once shadowed paths of her heart. Could she have the courage to face her own realities? As the laughter faded, a new silence fell, holding its breath, waiting for a spark to ignite. Alex could feel it in her bones. Something monumental was shifting. What awaited them just beyond this moment? The truths they all need to confront. As the party continued to pulse with warmth outside their little bubble, Alex felt time slow. There was something in the air, a shift so palpable it left her breathless. She positioned her gaze on Nana, who seemed to embody a lifetime of courage, her very essence a blazing torch lighting the way through the unknown. Nana's fingers tightened around Alex's, an anchor in the swirling sea of emotion. Sometimes, she began, her voice steady, facing those shadows means going back, reliving moments we'd rather forget. It's about embracing the pain, understanding your past to shape your future. Lily's eyes widened, taking it all in. What do you mean, Nana? Is it scary? Nana chuckled softly, brushing back her silver hair. Oh, sweet girl, it can be terrifying. But remember, every haunting shadow has roots. Understanding those roots can sometimes make the shadows dissipate. Each glimpse back can be a step forward. But what if those shadows are too big? Alex interjected, battling the unease welling up inside her. What if we don't like what we find? Nana gave a gentle smile, her wisdom evident. Then we learn. Learning is powerful. It can turn fear into strength. It allows us to know what we truly want and who we want to be. A hush settled, the thrumming laughter from the party fading, replaced by the thoughts echoing in Alex's mind. She was beginning to understand her own shadows. The unspoken disappointments, the moments she had tucked neatly away. They were all woven into the fabric of her life, and maybe, just maybe, they didn't have to remain hidden. Let us do it together, Lily chimed in, her small voice breaking through the heaviness. We can face them together. The sunlight streaming through the window caught Nana's eyes, creating a glimmer that echoed Alex's newfound resolve. This wasn't just a conversation, it was a call to action. Alex needed to unravel her own experiences, to confront the silence that had lingered too long. Nana nodded vigorously. Exactly. We can unearth those shadows, share stories, and through understanding, we can bring the light back. Just like I did with my art. The thought brought warmth to Alex's heart. She had long envied her grandmother's courage but never imagined she could possess even a fraction of it. Could her passions help her confront her demons, as painting had for Nana? What about you, Mom? Lily's innocent tone sliced through the weight of the moment. What shadows do you have? The question landed heavy, yet a spark of excitement flickered inside Alex. I think, my biggest shadows are the expectations I impose on myself. I'm scared of failing and letting you both down. Nana squeezed her hand tighter. That's real, Alex. We all have those shadows. Loud and demanding, they can blur our vision. But they can teach us, too. Allow yourself to embrace your journey. A flicker of determination surged within Alex. I want to find my light again. For both of you. Let us promise to support each other, Lily suggested, her small hand clasping both of theirs. No matter what we find in the dark. Agreed. Nana exclaimed, her laughter ringing like a bell. As they held hands, a sense of unity enveloped them. The outside world dimmed, replaced by a deep connection, the promise of facing their truths hand in hand, but just as peace began to settle, a sudden commotion interrupted their bubble. Friends and family drew close. Someone shouted, "You have to see this." The calling created an energy shift, paralyzing Alex for a moment. What could be happening? Come on. Lily urged, pulling both women towards the crowd. With her heart racing, Alex felt a blend of anticipation and anxiety. What awaited them at the center of it all? Would it bring light, or stir up more shadows? Her ears buzzed with whispers of excitement as they joined the throng. Alex couldn't shake the anxious rustle in her chest. They were just about to uncover something monumental. What lay ahead? Would it fracture them, or unite their resolve even further? As they made their way through the crowd, the atmosphere shifted from the warmth of their earlier conversation to a charged excitement. Tables were pushed aside, drinks jostled as people murmured in anticipation. Alex felt small in the sea of bodies, her heart pounding with each step. What could be more important than the journey they had just decided to take together? Nana leaned closer, her voice barely a whisper above the din. Whatever it is, remember we're in this together. Lily's grip tightened around their hands, face lit with curiosity. I can't wait to see what it is. They rounded the last row of guests and were met with a captivating sight. Under the soft glow of fairy lights, a grand white canvas stood before them, wrapped tightly around an easel. A hush fell over the crowd as everyone stood still, breathless in expectation. Alex squinted, trying to catch a glimpse of what lay hidden beneath the canvas. Is it an artwork? Nana nodded, her eyes sparkling with understanding. It looks like it might be something very special. A man stepped up to the canvas, his hands brushing gently against the cloth. Alex recognized him as one of the local artists she admired, always showcasing pieces filled with stories and emotions. He looked out at the crowd. Thank you for gathering here today. What you're about to witness is not just a painting, but a journey of triumph and reflection. Lily's eyes sparkled in anticipation, whispering to her mom, what could it be? The artist looked back at the canvas, pausing momentarily. Then, with a dramatic flourish, he pulled the cloth down, revealing a stunning mural. It was a vibrant portrayal of a woman deeply reminiscent of Nana, surrounded by symbols of family, love, and resilience. Gasps of awe rippled through the crowd, followed by a wave of applause. Alex stood frozen, her breath catching in her throat. This wasn't merely art, it was a testament to a life lived, to shadows faced and embraced. It celebrated strength in vulnerability, and right then, she felt Nana's fingers tighten around hers once again. Look closely, Nana said, her voice thick with emotion. There's more to it. Indeed, as Alex studied the painting, intricate details shimmered within the colors: tiny faces of family members, hidden reminders of struggles, and flowers blooming defiantly amongst the chaos. The artist continued, this piece is called The Light Within the Shadows and was inspired by a woman who opened her heart to her pain and transformed it into beauty. A sense of connection washed over Alex. In that moment, she began to understand what it meant to face her own shadows. It was about transforming pain into something meaningful, to reclaim what she feared the most. Lily's voice broke through the moment. Nana, is it about you? Nana's eyes misted over, filled with love and pride. In many ways, yes. But it's also for all of us. Our story's your story, Alex, are woven into this too. Remember the promise we made? Alex nodded, heart pounding with newfound hope. The world around her began to fade again, cast away by the light they had just witnessed. It was a confirmation, a rallying cry to face her past with courage, but just as clarity began to build inside her, a familiar voice rose from the back of the crowd. Not all shadows can be chased away. It was someone she had never expected to see. Alex's heart sank at the sound, the sense of warmth instantly replaced with dread. The crowd turned to see who it was. What had they stumbled into now? Could she hold on to her newfound strength, or would the unexpected visitor cast a new shadow over everything they had just begun to face? Beneath the weight of that unexpected voice, the lightness of the moment shattered like glass. Alex's chest tightened, and she could feel the air getting heavier. No one moved, their collective tension palpable. The crowd shifted, parting slightly as a tall figure stepped forward. It was David, an old friend turned ghost from her past, a specter she thought she had left behind. His eyes darted around the room, finally settling on Alex, and in that instant, a rush of memories crashed like waves in her mind. What are you doing here? She found herself asking, showing more surprise than anger. David smirked, his expression a mix of amusement and something darker. I came to celebrate, of course. I heard about the mural. Thought I'd see how you're all doing, especially you, Alex. Nana clenched Alex's hand tighter, as if trying to anchor her to the present. Lily looked back and forth between them, her innocent face puzzled but still bright from the moments of joy just moments before. Do you really think you can just show up after all this time? Alex's voice quaked, torn between years of hurt and the fragile confidence her grandmother had sparked. What do you want? Just to remind you. David began, his tone dripping with mockery. Not every story ends in happily ever after, you know. Some shadows just keep coming back. Like me. A ripple of emotion swept through the crowd, murmurs of disbelief mingled with gasps. The artist stood frozen, his paintbrush now merely an object of color clumsily left behind in the moment's gravity. Nana, her voice steady, stepped forward. You're wrong, David. Shadows can't dictate someone's story unless you let them. We're here together, making the best of what we have. Together? He echoed, incredulous. She's still the same scared girl hiding behind masks, isn't she? He looked right at Alex, and for a fleeting moment, she felt that old, familiar fear creep in a whisper of doubt that suggested she was still the girl she once was. Let me show you something, Alex said, surprising herself. She held firm, channeling the strength she felt from the mural and from her grandmother's unwavering faith. I'm not that scared girl anymore. I've come to terms with who I am. Prove it, David challenged, his eyes narrowing in challenge. What have you really done? For a split second, Alex faltered, but then she remembered the vibrant colors of the mural, the faces that shared in both pain and triumph. It was more than just paint, it was a tapestry woven from love and resilience. In her heart, she felt a wave of warmth wash over her, an echo of Nana's hope. You underestimate the power of family, Alex replied, her voice stronger now. You might think shadows can't be chased away, but together, we light the darkest corners. The tension was thick, wrapping around them like a physical force. The air buzzed, expectant and electric. David crossed his arms, skepticism lingering but curiosity flickering beneath the surface. Could she truly show him how far she had come? Maybe you need to see it for yourself, she continued, catching her breath, looking into the eyes of those who had backed her with their love, her family. This isn't just my fight anymore. It's about us. It's about celebrating where we came from and who we're becoming. As her words hung in the air, the crowd seemed to draw in closer, compelled by her conviction. But would David accept this shift? Would he dare step into the light, or would he remain trapped in his shadows? With a hesitant step forward, Alex prepared to face whatever came next. David's response, her doubts, and the uncertainty curling around her like smoke. She knew something profound was about to unfold. Could this moment become a turning point, or was she inviting more darkness into her life? With tension thick in the air, Alex stood firm, grounded by the support of both Lily and Nana beside her. David's presence was like a dark cloud, threatening to rain on what was finally a beautiful moment of connection and self-discovery. She could feel Lily's little hand squeeze her arm, a quiet strength offered in support. Alex, if you really mean that, then this is your moment, Nana whispered, her eyes steady and warm, encouraging her granddaughter to shine. That warmth seeped through Alex, wrapping around her like a shield. You think just because you let your past go, it erases the pain? David scoffed, crossing his arms. You really think you can sweep everything under the rug? Alex took a breath, steadying her heart. It's not about erasing the pain. It's about understanding it. It's about acknowledging our shadows so they can't control us any longer. We all carry scars, David. They tell our stories. Mine, and all of ours, are woven together now. The crowd started to lean in, whispers of curiosity rippling through them. They could feel the weight of the moment. But some stories aren't worth telling, he shot back, his voice laced with disdain. You really want to open that door? Yes. I do. Alex blurted, finding her voice, filled with passion. Because keeping it shut only traps me in fear and regret. This moment, this mural, it symbolizes strength, resilience. It's about teaching Lily that she can confront her fears. I won't let anything hold her back." Nana beamed with pride, her eyes glistening with tears that danced on the brink of spilling over. This was the moment she had hoped for, the culmination of fears dissolved into courage. Maybe the truth hurts, but it also heals. These stories strengthen us. Alex continued, her determination burning bright like the 4th of July fireworks yet to come, crackling in the background. In sharing them, we lift each other up. David's brow furrowed, doubt flickered in his eyes. For the first time, Alex noticed a hint of uncertainty behind the bravado he always wore. Was it possible he was beginning to understand? Nana stepped forward, her voice soft but powerful. "Every scar we carry has the power to connect us. My dear Alex, remember those whispers of doubt are often the loudest when we're afraid. Stand tall, show him how love breaks through the darkest moments. We are not afraid of the hard past because we are stronger now, together." "I'm ready to embrace whatever comes next," Alex declared, her heart racing with the thrill of vulnerability. "And that includes sharing my story, not just with you but with everyone willing to listen." Lily chimed in, her voice ringing clear. "I want to learn from both of you. We don't have to hide from shadows anymore, right?" The weight of the world began to shift as the crowd murmured in agreement. There was an electrifying charge of understanding and solidarity knitting its way through the onlookers. David stared, caught off guard by the swell of affection that enveloped Alex. He hesitated, the mask slowly slipping off his face. "So, you're really serious about this?" "I am," Alex replied, her pulse racing, adrenaline rushing through her veins. "Every story matters. There's nothing weak about confronting the truth. You can't make assumptions about me without knowing the journey I've traveled." For a moment, silence blanketed the gathering, the air filled with potential. What would David say next? Then, something flickered in his eyes. "So what if you do take that leap? What does that mean for me?" Alex stepped closer, their eyes locking. "It means you can be a part of it. But it's up to you, David. To choose healing over pain, light over shadows." The murmur of the crowd grew, whispers spiraling into a crescendo of support. Alex's heart thrummed with hope, ready to embrace whatever was next. Suddenly, David exhaled, the tension draining from his shoulders. "Okay, I'm willing to listen." Gasps and cheers erupted around them, a tidal wave of understanding crashing against the walls both had built. As understanding sparked, each face in the crowd glowed with newfound warmth. Alex could sense the shift, the possibility of a deeper connection that stretched beyond the gathering. With courage rooted firmly, they moved together toward a new story, a story born not just from their individual pasts but as a family woven together by shared pain, resilience, and love. As laughter broke through the heavy silence, the air warmed, colors bled into each other under the twilight sky, igniting a new beginning. "Let us celebrate," Nana said, her arms wide, pulling Alex and Lily close. "We are all a part of this journey, and together, we can bring light to the shadows." Alex smiled, radiating joy and hope, feeling the weight of the world shift again. With a heart full of gratitude, she embraced her family, knowing that their stories would lift them. They were ready to face whatever lay ahead, to learn from the past, and in doing so, they would create a future filled with strength and love. As fireworks lit up the night sky, Alex joined her family, laughter spilling out, echoing out as a proclamation of hope. No shadows would hold them back anymore. This celebration would echo through their hearts, an affirmation of connection, courage, and the enduring power of family. As the last of the fireworks lit up the horizon, it was clear, this moment was just the beginning, a new chapter filled with stories yet to be told. Now, if you found this ending as inspiring as I did, don't wait not even one more second. You need to subscribe immediately to the channel to not miss the next exclusive stories. Leave a like now to feed the algorithm, and share instantly this video with at least 5 friends who need to see this transformation. Comment below with your reactions and feelings about this powerful ending. Let us keep this momentum of love and resilience going. You've got this.